Have you ever thought that your morning bowl of oatmeal might be silently harming your body? A food that's praised as a superfood could actually become a health risk if you're making just a few small mistakes, ones most of us don't even notice. Sounds hard to believe, right? But the truth is, your trusted breakfast might be damaging your heart, disrupting digestion, and even affecting how your body absorbs nutrients, if you're not using it the right way. From pesticide residues to artificial sweeteners to overcooking, there are at least 7 common mistakes that millions of people make every single day. But the good news is, every one of them can be fixed. And the changes are surprisingly simple. So if you eat oatmeal regularly, or you're thinking of adding it to your routine, this video is for you. It's going to help you not only avoid hidden risks, but also turn oatmeal into a powerful source of healing for your heart, your immune system, and your daily energy. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Leave your city or country in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you care about staying healthy as you age, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to walk this journey with you. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. The invisible enemy, how non-organic oats silently harm your health. Many older adults like Mr. David, 74, from Arizona, start their mornings with a bowl of oatmeal, believing it's one of the healthiest choices they can make. But what David didn't know is that the oats he trusted might actually be the reason behind his lingering fatigue, digestive issues, and even trouble with nutrient absorption. Why? Because he was using non-organic oats, just like most people do. Unlike organic oats, conventional oats are often grown using synthetic herbicides like glyphosate. That's the same chemical classified by the World Health Organization as a probable human carcinogen. The problem is, glyphosate can remain as residue on oats even after processing. That means it might be right there in your breakfast bowl every morning. A 2018 survey revealed that many popular oat products, including cereal, granola bars, and instant oatmeal, contained detectable levels of glyphosate. And if you're eating those products daily, the chemical slowly builds up in your body over time. You won't notice it at first, but it may eventually show up as digestive problems, chronic inflammation, or hormone imbalances. On the other hand, organic oats are grown without synthetic pesticides. Farmers use natural techniques like crop rotation and biological pest control to keep the crops clean. That doesn't just reduce your risk of chemical exposure. It actually helps the oats retain more nutrients like magnesium and iron, which are especially important for heart and muscle health in older adults. The only reason some people avoid organic oats is the price. But in the long run, that small difference is worth it. You can find good deals at bulk stores, co-ops, or trusted online retailers. Brands like Nature's Path and Bob's Red Mill even offer organic oats at affordable prices, especially when bought in larger quantities or on promotion. Still, just switching to organic oats isn't enough. If you're also adding too much sugar, skipping the soaking step, or storing them incorrectly, those benefits can still be lost. If you're still watching, please comment the number 1 below so we know you're with us. Now, let's move on to mistake number 2. It's a habit that seems harmless, but it's quietly destroying all the nutrition you hope to gain from your oats. Mistake number 2. The sweet illusion. How sugar and sweeteners ruin your oatmeal. Linda, 68, always thought her morning oatmeal was a healthy choice. But every time she made it, she'd add a little brown sugar, maybe some maple syrup, or even a spoonful of flavored creamer, just to make it more enjoyable. Nothing wrong with that, right? Well, here's the truth. That small habit may be wiping out all the goodness oatmeal has to offer. Plain oats are rich in beta-glucan, a powerful type of soluble fiber that helps lower cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. That's what makes oatmeal such a trusted heart food. But when you mix in white sugar, corn syrup, or other sweet additives, your blood sugar spikes, insulin surges. And if that happens every morning, Over time, it raises your risk of weight gain, diabetes, and inflammation. Studies also show that added sugar disrupts your gut microbiome, the balance of good bacteria that affects everything from digestion to immunity and even mood. An unhealthy gut can leave you feeling bloated, tired, or anxious without warning. Some people turn to artificial sweeteners instead, hoping they're better. But sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose may still cause problems. They confuse the body's sugar response and increase cravings for even more sweetness. Eventually, your taste buds become less sensitive to natural flavors. You end up needing more and more sweetness just to enjoy your meal. But here's the good news. You don't need to give up flavor. Nature has plenty of healthy, delicious options. A ripe banana, sliced apple, a few raisins or blueberries. All of these add natural sweetness along with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Even a small spoon of raw honey or pure maple syrup used sparingly is a better choice than refined sugar. Try adding cinnamon, nutmeg, or unsweetened cocoa. They don't just enhance taste, they also help reduce inflammation and improve how your body handles sugar. Simple swaps like these can protect everything oatmeal was meant to do for your health, without taking away the pleasure of eating it. If you've ever added sugar or flavored syrup to your oats, comment the number 2 below. It's okay, we've all been there. But today's a great day to try something new. Next, let's look at a mistake that's even sneakier: eating oats raw without soaking. It might seem convenient, but it could be silently blocking your body from absorbing vital minerals. Mistake number 3, eating raw oats without soaking. The silent mistake that steals your minerals. Mr. Richard, 70 years old, felt proud for switching from white toast to plain oats every morning. He'd scoop a few spoonfuls of dry oats into cold milk, toss in some fruit, and take it with him to the park. But after a few months, he started feeling more tired than usual. His muscles cramped, and he lacked the energy he used to have. What went wrong? The answer was simple. He was eating oats raw, without soaking them first. Like other grains and seeds, oats naturally contain a compound called phytic acid. This anti-nutrient binds to important minerals in your digestive tract, such as iron, calcium, zinc, and magnesium, and blocks your body from absorbing them. According to research, phytic acid in unprocessed grains can reduce mineral absorption by up to 80%. This is especially risky for older adults who rely on these minerals for energy, strong bones, and muscle support. Over time, a lack of minerals can show up in subtle but serious ways, like fatigue, poor balance, muscle weakness, or trouble sleeping. But here's the good news. All you need to do is soak your oats for 4 to 6 hours before eating. This activates natural enzymes like phytase that help break down phytic acid and make minerals easier to absorb. Soaking also softens the oats, making them easier to digest and less likely to cause bloating or discomfort, especially for sensitive stomachs. One easy way to do this is by making overnight oats. Just mix rolled oats with almond milk, yogurt, or your favorite plant-based drink. Add some chia seeds and fruit. Leave it in the fridge overnight. In the morning, it's ready to enjoy. You can also warm it slightly if you prefer it hot. Soaked oats are incredibly versatile. Blend them into smoothies, bake them into muffins, or mix them into soups or stews. No matter how you enjoy them, soaking helps your body get more nutrients with less effort. If this part spoke to you, comment the number 3 below so we know you're still following along. And now, let's talk about a mistake that many people never even think about. It's not about what's in your oats, but what's missing from your routine: water. Mistake number 4, not drinking enough water. When fiber becomes a burden instead of a benefit. Eleanor, 72, had been eating oatmeal every morning, believing it was good for her digestion. She followed the habit religiously, day after day. But strangely, she began to experience bloating, sluggish digestion, and even constipation that wouldn't go away. What was happening? When she spoke to her doctor, he didn't tell her to stop eating oats. He just asked one question. Are you drinking enough water? You see, fiber and water go hand in hand. Oatmeal is packed with soluble fiber, specifically beta-glucan, which helps reduce cholesterol and support regular bowel movements. But here's the key. Fiber needs water to do its job. When you don't drink enough, the fiber in oats forms a sticky, dry mass in your gut. Instead of helping things move along, it slows everything down. The result? Constipation, bloating, and abdominal discomfort. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that people who ate high-fiber diets without drinking enough water had worse digestive symptoms than people who ate less fiber. The issue becomes even more important with age. As we get older, our bodies become less sensitive to thirst signals. That means it's easier to become dehydrated without even realizing it. And when you're dehydrated, your gut has a harder time absorbing the nutrients from your food, including the vitamins and minerals in your oats. That's why hydration isn't optional. It's essential. If you eat oats regularly, make it a habit to drink 2 to 2.5 liters of water a day, adjusting for your size, activity level, and climate. That includes water from food, too. Fruits like oranges, pears, and watermelon, or vegetables like celery and lettuce, can also help hydrate you naturally. Herbal teas, coconut water, or lemon-infused water are gentle and effective options for seniors. Just remember, sip water consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Drinking a full glass of water before or after eating oatmeal helps activate the fiber and keeps your digestive system running smoothly. If you've ever eaten oatmeal without thinking about your water intake, go ahead and comment the number 4 below. You're not alone. Next up, we're talking about a mistake hidden in your pantry. It's not about what you add to your oatmeal, but how long you've been keeping it. Mistake number 5, ignoring expiration dates and storing oats incorrectly when your pantry hides a toxic threat. Charles, 75, had a habit of buying oatmeal in large quantities during his weekend grocery runs. He'd store the unopened bags in his pantry, tucked away for when he needed them. It's dry. It keeps forever, he would say. But one morning, after eating a bowl that tasted slightly off, Charles felt nauseous, dizzy, and had stomach cramps that lasted all day. The doctor traced it back to one simple thing: expired oats contaminated with mold toxins. A lot of people assume that dry foods like oats don't really go bad. But that's a dangerous misunderstanding. While oats may have a longer shelf life than fresh produce, they still come with an expiration date. And if they're not stored correctly, they can become a breeding ground for toxic molds like Aspergillus and Penicillium. These molds can produce mycotoxins, harmful substances linked to liver damage, weakened immunity, and even cancer with long-term exposure. You may not notice right away, but if your oats smell stale, taste bitter, or have dark spots or a dusty coating, don't take the risk. Even without visible mold, old oats stored in poor conditions can lose a significant amount of nutrition. Key nutrients like B vitamins and antioxidants begin to break down, especially when exposed to heat, humidity, or light. In fact, one study found that certain compounds in oats can degrade by up to 30% in just a few months of improper storage. So how do you keep your oats safe and effective? First, check the expiration date before you buy or use them. Only buy as much as you'll use within 3 to 6 months, especially if you're the only one eating them. Once opened, transfer your oats to an airtight container, preferably a glass jar or BPA-free plastic container. Keep them in a cool, dry, and dark place, away from ovens, windows, or direct sunlight. If you live in a humid climate, consider storing them in the fridge or freezer to extend freshness and prevent mold. Also, be careful when buying oats from bulk bins without clear labels. Low prices aren't worth the health risks. If your oats smell musty or taste strange, it's better to throw them out than take a chance with your health. If you've ever forgotten to check the expiration date on your oats, type the number 5 in the comments. let's remind each other that small habits can protect our well-being. Next, we'll look at something many people do to make their oatmeal more exciting, but it actually destroys the health benefits. Let's talk about ultra-processed toppings. Mistake number 6, mixing oats with ultra-processed foods, when a wholesome meal becomes a chemical cocktail. Margaret, 66, loved making her oatmeal fun. She'd add a swirl of chocolate syrup, some colorful cereal pieces, maybe even a scoop of flavored whipped cream. It looked amazing. It tasted delicious. But after a few months, Margaret noticed weight gain, post-breakfast fatigue, and strange energy crashes. She was shocked to learn her oatmeal had become a processed meal in disguise. This is a common mistake, adding ultra-processed toppings to oats. It's tempting, especially when you want quick flavor or convenience, but those ingredients come at a serious cost. Pre-made flavor packets, sugary cereals, caramel drizzle, even store-bought fruit sauces often contain refined sugars, preservatives, food dyes, and artificial flavors. And these additives don't just cancel out the benefits of oats, they actively work against your body. For example, added sugars spike your blood glucose, leading to energy crashes and insulin resistance over time. Food dyes and preservatives, like sodium benzoate or BHT, have been linked to gut imbalance, allergies, and inflammation. Even flavor enhancers like MSG can overstimulate your appetite and make it harder to stop eating, contributing to weight gain. And the biggest irony? Many people turn to oatmeal for heart health, but these toppings introduce trans fats, artificial chemicals, and excess sugar, the very things we should avoid. So what should you do instead? Keep it simple, keep it clean. Add fresh fruits like bananas, apples, or blueberries for natural sweetness. Sprinkle on nuts or seeds, such as almonds, walnuts, or chia, for healthy fats and a satisfying crunch. If you enjoy creaminess, add a spoonful of plain yogurt or a splash of almond milk. Want more flavor? Try cinnamon, nutmeg, or unsweetened cocoa powder. These additions not only taste good, they support your heart, digestion, and energy levels. You don't need to make it fancy. You just need to keep it real. If you've ever added sugary cereals or sauces to your oats, no judgment. Just drop the number 6 in the comments. This is a journey, and we're learning together. Up next is a mistake most people never question. You think you're doing everything right, but one simple habit could be destroying up to half of your oats' vitamins just because you're cooking them too long. Let's uncover the final mistake. Mistake number 7, overcooking oats, when heat quietly strips away the nutrition you need. Mr. Henry, 69, had a routine he felt good about. Every morning, he cooked his oats slowly, letting them simmer until thick and creamy like porridge. He believed the longer they cooked, the better they'd be for digestion. But what he didn't realize was that each extra minute on the stove was quietly destroying the very nutrients he needed most. Oats contain several heat-sensitive vitamins, especially B vitamins like B1, thiamine, B2, riboflavin, and B9, folate, along with powerful antioxidants called avenanthramides. These nutrients are essential for energy, heart health, brain function, and your body's natural defenses. But prolonged high heat breaks them down. Vitamin B1, for instance, can lose up to 50% of its potency with extended boiling. And avenanthramides, the compounds responsible for reducing inflammation and protecting blood vessels, are just as vulnerable. The longer you cook your oats, the fewer of these benefits remain. Older adults often overcook oats, hoping to make them soft and easy to digest. But overcooking not only reduces nutrition, it can also change the texture into a gluey, sticky mass, which many find unappetizing over time. That makes it harder to maintain the habit, even when you know oats are good for you. So what's the better way? Start by soaking your oats overnight in milk or water. This softens the oats and shortens cooking time the next morning. All you need is a gentle simmer, just a few minutes over low to medium heat. For rolled oats, a quick warm-up is often enough. For steel-cut oats, pre-soaking reduces cooking time and helps retain nutrients. If you enjoy cold oats, overnight oats are a perfect option. Mix them with fruit, seeds, or plain yogurt, and let the flavors blend naturally. Want a cozy, warm version? Just heat lightly in the morning until warm, not boiling. You can also enhance your oatmeal with post-cooking add-ins like cinnamon, ground flaxseed, or chopped nuts. This not only boosts nutrition, but adds variety without relying on heat. If you've ever boiled your oats for more than 10 minutes thinking it was healthier, leave the number 7 in the comments. There's no shame in learning a better way. Now that we've gone through the 7 mistakes, let's talk about what happens when you get it right. Because oats, when used correctly, are one of nature's most powerful healing foods. Let's close with the benefits you unlock when you prepare them the right way. Conclusion: from silent risk to powerful recovery. Now you know. That morning bowl of oatmeal can either nourish your health or quietly wear it down, depending on the choices you make. When you pick the right kind, organic, fresh, well-stored, and you cook it gently, pair it with clean toppings, and hydrate properly, oats become a gift to your heart, immune system, and energy. Every small step matters. Even the tiniest shift, like cutting back sugar, soaking the night before, or drinking more water, can have a profound impact on how your body absorbs and uses what oats offer. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a body that feels lighter, with digestion that moves easily, and energy that stays steady throughout the day. And to think, it all started with a simple bowl of oats. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with one habit, then build from there. Each morning is a chance to heal, one spoonful at a time. If there's one thing you've learned today that you're ready to put into practice, we'd love to hear it in the comments. Even one word is enough. Thank you for staying with us until the end. If you found this helpful, please consider clicking subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this, designed to help you stay strong, vibrant, and independent with each passing year. This journey is yours. We're honored to walk it with you.